What's up, YouTube? Swan here, and today I'm going to be going over Brendan McKay, the Rays two-way player prospect, the 87 overall prospect card. So sit back, and I hope you enjoy. Before we get into the video, I just want to remind you guys to sub to the channel. We are pushing for 200 subscribers. I really do appreciate the support. Also, like the video, comment down below. Let me know who you want to keep seeing in these pitching tutorial videos. Also, I stream on Twitch. I stream there Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. We have a great time in there. Play a lot of MLB The Show. We just chat a little bit. Every now and then we might play a game of marbles on stream. It's a great time. So if you haven't yet, go down to the description below. Click on the link and give me a follow there. We have a great time. Hope to see you there. All right, so Brendan McKay. This is another solid budget card, as a lot of these prospect cards are. He's a left-handed starting pitcher at 87 overall, and he's got a pitch to contact repertoire. He's got good stamina. He has good per nines for an 87 overall. His control is pretty good, but his stuff is where he lacks. He's got a four-seam fastball, curveball, cutter, and changeup. The fastball doesn't get up there much in velo. There isn't a ton of speed change. It's there, but it's not a lot. So basically with this card, you got to locate in order to be effective. If you are not a good pitcher in terms of locating, this guy may not be for you. One way he does help you out, though, where he lacks in pitching, is with hitting. He, like Shohei Ohtani, is a two-way player, and this guy has great hitting stats versus right. 79 contact, 77 power versus right. He has 64 contact and 65 power versus left. He's also got 52 vision. This guy basically gives you a ninth bat in the lineup, so where he lacks in his pitching, he might make up for in his hitting. In terms of quirks, he has two. Those quirks are unbreakable and untouchable. We know about the untouchable quirk from the Mitch Keller video, where he excels at striking out hitters. I didn't find that to be too much of the case in the gameplay, but I'll talk about that in a sec. Unbreakable means he avoids injuries, which we typically do not have to deal with in Diamond Dynasty. So we're going to continue this trend of splitting our strategies between versus right and versus left-handed hitters. So versus right-handed hitters, I found myself going cutter in off the plate a lot with Brendan McKay. I felt like the cutter actually moved enough and it looked enough like a four-seam fastball for long enough that it actually was effective off the plate. But like I said, you have to be able to locate with him. This cutter will provide a lot of weak contact and maybe some swings and misses, but if they start taking it, you got to be able to dot that four-seam fastball in on the corner, and you got to be comfortable doing it. If you leave that thing over the plate, it is going to fly because that thing does not have as much velo on it as you would hope, and it would just get smacked. I did go backdoor cutter sparingly, especially when I noticed they started laying off four-seam fastballs that I might have missed outside. Try to get a free strike there, but if you leave that thing over the plate, that will fly even further than a four-seam fastball would. I did like to go four-seam up and away as always. This was more of an off-balance pitch than it was like a free strike pitch as other guys would be. Tended to swing at it a lot, and there's a risk with his stuff not being as great that it'll fly, but it's something to keep them from sitting inside every pitch. I went with the changeup low and away and low and in more often, and then the curveball low and in, and I also tended to go like middle in a little bit, but make sure to get it off the plate. It makes it look like a high and in four seam, and then it'll drop down. It's risky because it's technically a hanging pitch, but it's a little tricky thing to do if you're really comfortable with getting that thing off the plate. The last point I'm going to make here is with Brendan McKay. You got to hope that these guys are aggressive and they will swing out of the zone. If you're facing a goon with a hell of an eye, you're gonna have to throw a strike with him and he's gonna get smacked pretty hard. All right, so first is lefties. In this game, I had the privilege of going against Joey Gallo, and this was always a great test for me when I'm facing a lefty and using lefty for these videos. I like to go cutter away off the plate, and you have to locate it because even if it's on the corner, it could get smacked. People tend to be really aggressive with Joey Gallo, so this is a great test for it. You can try to get some rollover ground balls. The cutter was effective in this case, so going cutter off the plate a little bit against lefties is really good. If they start taking that, obviously you do the four seam, but this is incredibly risky because somebody like Joey Gallo or Juan Soto could turn on this really easy. I went change up low and in a lot, kind of keep them off balance, hope they roll over it, maybe a swing and a miss, but I didn't go with anything hard inside too often. I would do it rarely. The 4-seam away, you can move it up, you can be middle. Obviously you can go low and away if they're laying off the cutter, and then go in the curveball low and away as well. You can leave it on the plate, although it is risky. I like to go off the plate and just hope that they swing and roll it over. All right, so in overview of Brendan McKay, he is a solid card if you are looking for a budget left-handed pitcher. Does not have the greatest stuff, so you have to be comfortable in locating with him. The cutter is huge. If you leave it over the plate, it will get smacked, but if you actually hit your spots, it can be really effective. Brendan McKay can be a 9th bat in that lineup with his hitting stats. It is very helpful. Even on the gameplay that you saw, he had a hit in that game. It was very helpful. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, please leave a like on the video if you found it helpful. Leave a comment down below. Tell me who you want to see in these videos. And guys, until next time, I'll see you later.